Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here. Now, one of the subjects on everybody's lips at the moment is the entire concept of virtual reality. Oculus Rift, PlayStation VR, it seems that everybody and their dog is excited about the prospect of strapping a screen to their face and sitting in a darkened room in the name of so-called entertainment. It's a really intriguing idea, and I'm sure loads of people are going to have an absolute ruddy blast with it all. But Nintendo is not going to join in anytime soon, certainly not with the NX. Nintendo has always been, and will likely always be, heavily focused on social gaming. You only have to look at Miiverse and the plethora of multiplayer games to see that. VR could potentially support multiplayer, I'm sure, but you wouldn't be able to see your friends even if they were in the same room as you. The headset acts as a barrier that you simply cannot get past. That's not to say the tech isn't impressive, it truly is, but the incredible amount of CPU power required to even use the Oculus Rift means that only 1% of computers in the world are actually powerful enough to support it. PlayStation VR gets around this issue with the whole, being on a PlayStation 4 thing, but that's not the only issue with this medium. Another tremendous hurdle is the huge cost of VR, something which Nintendo has more often than not been keen to avoid. The Oculus Rift costs a whopping $600, and when you weigh in the cost of the machine needed to run it, that's a very spicy meatball. So pricing is an issue, but more important than that is just how fun VR games can be. Whilst Nintendo has made some duff decisions in its time, the key element to all of their endeavours is to make their games and systems, for lack of a better word, fun. The Wii is a perfect example of this. Underpowered for its time, but cheap to buy, unstoppably accessible, and most notably, its core principle was having fun. Whilst virtual reality may well prove to be extremely enjoyable and, to use that word again against my wishes, fun, the core focus of the whole kit and caboodle is more about immersion. You can be sure that 9 out of 10 VR games will be in first person for obvious reasons, but this in turn reduces the amount of applicable design ideas catastrophically. Many people consider Nintendo to be a pioneer of innovation, and whilst VR is indisputably innovative, it's niche, expensive, and ultimately a solo experience in its current form. Should the tech change in the future? Who knows? But for now, at the very least, Nintendo won't be jumping on this particular, and for the moment, small bandwagon. I believe my colleague and general person who I claim to have met, Thomas Whitehead, puts it best in his similar argument that just so happens to coincidentally have appeared on Nintendo Life. He says that if 3D glasses are a hard sell, headsets are going to be even tougher to promote. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you virtualize your heart's desire, which just so happens to be that subscribe button, and be sure to check out nintendolife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye. Then why don't you virtualize your virtual reality? Oculus Rift, PlayStation... What's the rest of it?